Everything in life is about a trade-off, guys. You're not gonna get your cake and eat it too until later, especially not in the beginning. But even then, you still might not get everything that you want at the same time. See, to be successful or to strive to be successful means to suffer, to sacrifice. See, it's easy to watch Rocky on the movie when he's training, doing all his strenuous motivation, and it's very motivational to you. Watching him train, having the music play, it makes you want to get up and do something. And then you realize it's much harder to get up, go to the gym, and work yourself out just as hard as Rocky does in his films until severe sweat, pushing yourself to the limit. It's a lot harder to do that than it is just to watch it. So this video is going to give you guys a framework of how to think about life, how to change your mindset and not live in delusion, not live in illusions. Live more grounded in reality. Because if you listen to the outside world, they'll sell you lies. They'll say that everything feels good, when in the real world, it most certainly does not feel good. Especially if you're struggling, especially if you're trying to make a difference in the society. And we're going to break down all the different ways that this trade-off affects you in your life. So before we get too far into the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the ways you can support are in the description below. So, success, right? And success means different things to different people. You meet to this person, it might mean $1 million. To the next person, it might mean having a house that they own. To the next person, it might mean freedom. Freedom to do whatever they want, whenever they want. You have to start with what you want and what your end result desire is. Now, once you figure that out, now it's time to put on the boots, the work clothes, because you're in for a lot of fighting and suffering. Trying to get up the hill of success, get up the mountain of success. Nothing is easy, especially if you are a man. You will fight for every little inch that you get in this world, especially if it's you and a whole bunch of other guys that want the same goal. But no, suffering isn't a bad thing. Being uncomfortable isn't a bad thing. Sacrifice isn't a bad thing. Nervousness isn't a bad thing. It's just an indication that is a part of growth. Now, it doesn't mean you should go severe levels of suffering, but what I will say this is, the more suffering you endure, the stronger you become. So, suffering is a part of growth. It is what it is. You're not gonna feel comfortable initially. And when you say you want success, when you say you want these high goals, these high-reaching goals, highly elevated goals, you're gonna have to struggle. You're gonna go through betrayal. You're gonna recognize the fickleness of people. I first went through this when I was in college. You would be struggling with a class and you would ask people in the class if they wanted to study together. And then when it comes time to study, people wouldn't show up. The fickleness of people. You've been flaked on dates. The fickleness of people. You tried being in sales and following up, and the person not answering or the person denying. All that is fickleness of people. If you cannot endure the fickleness of people, the struggle, the disappointment, the sadness, losing friends or gaining friends, or not hanging with your friends for a period of time, hang it up. Because success itself is a trade-off. And this is something that I'm starting to understand. When you want to go higher, the people around you have to strive to go higher with you, or you have to leave them behind. That's the only way the friendship, the relationship is going to last. You either rise together or you fall apart. That's the trade-off. Another trade-off with success, you get sued a lot. Not saying, and when I say this video, guys, I'm looking at my personal success and I'm looking at the success from other people. So this is why I'm coming up with these talking points, because a wise person observes and looks at the mistakes of others and tries to heed to that advice. So when I say certain things, they might not necessarily apply in my own personal life, which that may or may not affect how you take this video, which it is what it is. But these are definitely observations that I've had with talks with successful people in my own personal success. So I was watching a video recently. Ty Lopez talks about the downsides to success, because it's like a jungle, hacking your way with a machete, trying to survive the ivy plants, trying to survive the animals. Everything is trying to kill you, essentially, in the jungle. And it's the same thing with success. Everything is trying to take you off your path of success. Every little thing, every little person, every emotion, the doubt, the struggle, everything is trying to take you away and distract you from success. People that would get with money, they always say they get sued a hell of a lot more. Trade-off. You lose friends the more successful you get. Trade-off. You get more haters. Trade-off. You can't hang with the same people. You can't hang with your hood buddies anymore because you got more to lose. Trade-off. Everything in life is about a trade-off, guys. You're not going to get everything most times. You might look up here and there and get it, but most times it's not. Now, let's get to relationships. So, human dynamics. So, if you guys want a relationship to work, you guys are going to have to compromise on something, meaning that it could be a business thing, just logical, or it could be in a relationship. You're going to have to trade off something, compromise on something. You're not going to get everything you want and the other person gets very little, because that person's not going to get or not going to want to stay in that situation. There has to be some kind of mutual agreement that helps you both. A win-win situation. So, trade-off. You chase women all the time, 24/7. That means you're having lots of sex. Also, it means you probably don't have much money to your name. Chasing success. You don't have time to pursue women. But it does equal women choosing you more often. You have more options. Everything is about a trade-off, guys. And women struggle with this specifically because they want their cake and eat it too. They want to be sexually liberated, be career driven, and then on the back end, get a relationship. So she wants to go through college, be a 304, or sleep with whoever she wants to sleep with, and then Work, find a good job, grind that out for 5 to 10 years. And whenever she's 30, 35, expects a valuable man just to pop up out of thin air. Everything has trade-offs. It doesn't work like that. You either want to be courted or you want to be sexually liberated. You either want a good husband in your younger years or you want to focus on your goals. You either want the chick that's very good looking but not very smart, or you want the average looking chick that's very intelligent and helpful. You want the tall guy that's very attractive but broke, or you want the shorter guy, kind of medium ugly, what they call it in today's world, but making tons of money. Everything is about a trade-off. Everything's about a trade-off, guys. Even nature understands this. You're either, I'm not even gonna get into that, but even nature understands the trade-offs. Very few men are tall, attractive, in shape, millionaire. That's very small percentage of men. Very few women have the curves on the top and the bottom. It's either the top curve or the bottom curve. And sometimes they don't have any curves at all. So those women are gonna have to figure out how to adjust their strategies accordingly. Because life is about a trade-off. You wanna dominate the man? Well, you're gonna have a weak male. And weak males don't make good for protection. Everything is about a trade-off, guys. So I want you guys to comment your thoughts about this below. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.